Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting crumpets, tea, and sewing video. I am going to be finally starting this African Ankara wax print series that I've been talking about for the last couple of months. For those of you who have been sitting and waiting on the edge of your seats for me to start this series, I thank you so much for your patience and also for your support. I am still kind of undecided on what I want to do. I did take some steps and I washed a couple of my Ankara fabrics, and I also selected a few patterns that I might want to use for them. And yeah, I've just been preparing, basically preparing my mind, preparing the patterns, preparing the fabrics. And so it's just been a lot of preparation. And now I have to kind of take myself out of the preparation stage and actually practice with using these fabrics for my makes. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm glad that you can join me on this journey as I venture out into creating this series for this channel. So let's start with the fabrics that I chose for this particular project. The Ankara piece that I chose is this black and red African print. It is really gorgeous. It is unique though. I mean, all African prints are very unique, I believe. But this one here, it's unique in the sense that it's not bold, as most of the Ankara prints that you see. Most of the Ankara prints are bold in the sense that they use very vibrant and light colors, like mostly pastel colors, so very vibrant blues and yellows and pinks. I decided to go with a black and a red one for my very first project because I want to wear this in the fall and also in the winter. And I find that black and red in the winter months for me are just great colors for me to wear. And so I didn't want to go with anything that was too bold and vibrant because the winter months you generally see a lot of neutral tones and you also see some darker tones. This particular print is very light, and I would say it's probably more suitable for wearing in the summer months or the fall, maybe even the spring, but not so much the winter. I do want to get some wear out of this winter, and so I am going to be lining this with this black fabric here that I purchased from Walmart. It's just a 100% cotton fabric. And believe it or not, guys, I pay $1 a yard for this. $1 a yard. So I was really excited about that because it's a really thick, nice fabric. And it's, I washed this fabric already. It has not lost any of its color. And I'm really amazed that I got this fabric from Walmart because it is even better than some of the Kona fabrics that I've purchased from Joann's. Let me tell you about the pattern that I chose for this project. This pattern is a McCall's pattern and it is M5529. I chose the size AA, and basically that means it goes from a size 6 to a size 12. They do carry a size up, so that's something that you can purchase. However, because this pattern is out of print, you do have to purchase this pattern off of eBay, Etsy, or any kind of online shops such as those. And obviously you're going to be subject to their prices. Now, I chose the size 6 to 12 because I didn't want to go up a size because it would have been more expensive to get the pattern that size for 14 to 22. So all of the copies that I have seen on eBay and also Etsy for a size 14 to 22 was ranging from like $15 to $20, and I just did not want to pay that. So I already knew once I, purchased this pattern that I was going to have to do some grading. Now, this pattern is from the McCall's Woman's Day collection. To be honest with you, I don't know what that means. But if you look on the front of the envelope in fine print, it says that the Women's Day is trademarked for this magazine here. And I don't know much about this magazine, but you can Google that magazine and then you can learn more about this magazine and their patterns. That's a little bit about the pattern. Let's turn on the back side and see the description. So the description says that it is an unlined fitted jacket with long sleeves, and it has peplum variations. So for jackets A and C, you need to purchase a belt so that you can, cinch in the waistline of the belt or of the jacket. And for jacket B, you can make a self fabric belt. So it has a pattern inside the envelope. I like all the views here. So this is A and B and C. So the differences between views A and B and C are the peplums. So that's the only difference that you're going to get with those views. So for views A and B, it's going to be a gathered peplum that you would make for this jacket. And for view C, you don't do a gather or a pleated peplum or anything like that. It's just a regular peplum. To be honest with you, I like every last one of these views. I'm not committed to, any one of these views. And I'm just going to make whatever I have the fabric for. So that's the pattern. So I am about to cut out the back and front bodice pieces for the mock-up. I also am going to be cutting out the pieces for the sleeves as well for the mock-up. I don't know if I'm going to do the collar and all that other stuff. Mostly I just want to see how the waist, the bust, and the arm area, how that fits on my body. I do know that the arms are going to pose a little bit of a challenge for me because I need to upgrade the arms about maybe an inch, maybe even 2 inches, because I'm going to need room for ease in the arm area. But because this is a raglan sleeve, I have never done a raglan sleeve before, and so I have to look on YouTube and reference some books on how to do a raglan sleeve adjustment. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anything too complicated, but that is something that I'm going to have to take time out to do. But also, because the sleeves are raglan and they also are quite loose fitting, I might not need to do any of those adjustments. So if you look here on the pattern, as it's presented on the front envelope, these sleeves are quite loose. So I don't know if I'll even need to do any adjustments. So that's why I am going to go ahead and cut out this size 12 first. And then if I need to do any adjustments, if I need to grade the pattern up for the bust area or the waist area, I'll go ahead and grade that up. And then for the sleeves, because it is a raglan sleeve and the sleeves come into 2 different pieces, so let me show you here real quickly. So that's how the sleeve comes. It comes in two different sections. So this is the back section. And then you have a section, the front section that looks quite similar to this back section. So I'm thinking all I need to do is, increase the size. If I go a size up, all I need to do is increase the size to a size 14 or 16 on all sides of the pattern, and that will solve my problem for the bust and the waist. Because the jacket is fairly loose fitting, I won't have to make, all those adjustments that I would need to make if I were to do a regular shirt pattern. So that's basically where I'm at right now. I'm going to go ahead and cut these pieces out. And after I cut these pieces out, I will go ahead and assemble the mock-up and see how it fits on me. I decided to do a full mock-up because I think I might need to do some adjustments in quite a few areas, and I wanted to see how the garment lays on my body as a whole versus just on one side or the other. So far, these are the adjustments that I need to do. I need to shorten the arms by about 2, maybe 2.5 inches. So far, the front and back bodice seems to fit pretty well with the darts in place. I think that I might take the darts out of the back of the garment just so that I have the extra room and I don't have to do those adjustments that I talked about in the beginning of the video. Instead of actually adding to the pattern, like 1 inch or 2 inches for ease, I think I might just go ahead and take the back darts out of the garment, and that will give me the room that I need for ease. So let me show you that real quickly. So if you see in the back of the garment, you can see that it has a dart going down on the left and the right side of the garment. And honestly, I don't really think that I need the darts for this particular garment because of the way in which it lays, and also because it is fairly loose fitting. I think that I can get away with not adding the darts. In terms of like the front darts, everything fits just great. I don't need to do any adjustments there. So I'm hoping to just omit those darts in the back, give myself, about 2 more inches of room, and that would be great. So I think with those adjustments, this particular garment should come out just great. All right, so my husband called me for dinner about 30 minutes ago. So I'm going to go ahead and get some dinner. And then after dinner, I'll just rest, catch a show, and then probably call it a night. And then I'll pick back up tomorrow morning. All right, so I will update you of my progress as soon as I make any. Hello everyone, I am here with another update. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and I've decided to go ahead and come in the craft room and get as much as I can get done before my son wakes up. I am starting with upgrading this pattern. So this is the front bodice of the garment, or of the pattern piece, and I have decided to raise the armhole here because it's really tight in the armhole. So I've decided to go ahead and raise that armhole, and I am going to also add about an inch to the raglan sleeves so that I can move more. So I figure raising the armhole and also making those additions to the bicep of the sleeve will give me the mobility that I need for this garment. I am reconsidering omitting the darts in the back of the garment. I think once I do these alterations here that I might not need to omit the darts in the back of the garment, but we'll see when we get there. This is just my practice muslin for when I was trying to figure out how much I wanted to raise the armhole area. I am almost finished raising the armhole and tracing out the pattern piece for the front bodice, and I'm about to start on the back bodice. After I finish the back bodice, then I will start on the sleeve and do another mock-up for this particular garment. Okay guys, wish me luck. I will continue to update my progress and let you know how everything is going. Okay, so here's the muslin with the adjustments that I have made to it. I don't think that you would really see any difference here, but trust me, there is quite a difference. Like I said, this armhole is just so much better. I was able to raise it up quite a bit, and it gives me so much more room to work with, and I'm so very pleased with that. I also made the adjustments to the sleeves, as I stated before, cutting, or not cutting, but shortening the sleeve about 2 inches. Now I can move forward and go ahead and cut out the actual pieces using my Ankara print. Because I did extend the side seams here, adding 2 inches to this garment, I might need to extend the peplum, but if I go with the gathered peplum, to be honest with you, I might not need to extend it at all. I might just take it out of the gathers and just call it good. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I've been up since 4 o'clock and it is 8 o'clock a.m. and I really feel like I need to go get something to eat, and then also I might lay down and take a nap. But this is my progress so far. This is day 2, and I'm hoping to get this project done hopefully by day 5. Hi everyone, I just want to give you a quick update of what I am currently working on and how this project is coming along. Right now I am preparing to sew all of the pieces together. So I need to base the lining as well as the main part of the fabric together. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So here's an example. So this is one of the sleeve fronts. So this is, I think, the right side here. So I have the main portion, which is the African print, and then I have the lining, which is going to be the black side of the fabric. So I have to go with every single piece that I have to go through all of these, and I have to go ahead and base them together so they stay in place. as I am assembling the jacket and everything. I think putting the 100% black cotton fabric with it gives it the structure and also the weight that I need. Okay, so I have my darts and my back bodice piece as well as the front bodice pieces. Now I just need to press those down, and now I'm going to get ready to assemble everything together. Right now I am just trying to figure out how I am going to organize the jacket with all of the different contrast pieces that I want to use. So this is just one style that I can create with this jacket using a contrast piece. I don't know if I want to have the black contrasting front sleeves. And the reason why I am kind of debating on whether or not I want to keep this as the style is because I also am going to have the collar in a black contrast piece as well. Now, the collar, I don't have an option to do a reverse side. The collar, I only had enough fabric to do it in the black color only. Whereas with the sleeves, I have the option to turn the sleeves over, and I can use either the printed side of the sleeve or I can use the solid color side of the sleeves. So for the back, let me just turn it around and I can show you what the back looks like. So as of right now, the back is completely done with this printed Ankara fabric. So I have the back sleeve portion here that's made out of the printed fabric, as well as the main bodice, the main back bodice. So I think that I want to leave it like that. I am thinking about doing a black peplum down here because I like the idea of having the peplum in a solid color. Right now, like I said, the only thing that's really up for debate is whether or not I'm going to use this front section here as the contrast piece. So that's where I'm at right now. I need to make a choice regarding my contrast pieces. For the peplum, I'm definitely going to go black. All right, so that's it for now. I am going to go ahead and try to go and make a choice and continue to sew this garment together so I can get it done.